Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that the way you've been handling money has quietly been shaping your entire future, almost like an unseen blueprint guiding every decision you make. Now imagine discovering that the people who build wealth from nothing aren't relying on luck or secret connections, but on simple habits that anyone can start today. And here's the part most people miss. These habits are far less about how much you earn and far more about how you behave with whatever you already have. You're about to see the 7 money habits that show up again and again in the lives of self-made millionaires. Not theories, not wishful thinking, but patterns backed by studies, stories, and real numbers. And as you listen, notice which of these habits you already have and which ones could completely change your financial path. The first habit is surprisingly ordinary. Self-made millionaires track where their money goes. It sounds boring, almost too simple, but here's the thing. A study from the University of Cambridge found that people consistently underestimate their small daily expenses by as much as 40%. 40%. Imagine trying to navigate a road trip with a map that's almost half wrong. Tracking your money isn't about being restrictive. It's about turning on the lights in a dark room so you can finally see what's happening. When you know where your money is actually going, you suddenly gain control instead of guessing. And control is the starting line of every wealthy person's story. Once you have that foundation, the second habit becomes possible. Self-made millionaires pay themselves first. Before the bills, before the impulse purchases, before the unexpected expenses, they shift a portion of their income straight into savings or investments. The National Bureau of Economic Research found that people who automate their savings are over twice as likely to build long-term wealth. Think of this habit like planting a tree. If you keep waiting for the perfect season, you'll never plant anything. But if you plant it first, it grows quietly in the background, giving you shade and fruit later. Paying yourself first is the seed that eventually becomes financial freedom. Now let's talk about the third habit, which might be the most uncomfortable at first. Self-made millionaires live below their means. They don't inflate their lifestyle every time their income goes up. Thomas Stanley, the author of The Millionaire Next Door, found that most American millionaires live in homes far below what their income could technically afford. They don't buy things to impress strangers. They buy freedom, which doesn't come with a logo. This habit is like building a boat. Every unnecessary expense is a hole in the hull. The fewer holes you allow, the faster and farther you travel. And this brings us to the fourth habit, which isn't about managing money so much as upgrading the way you think. Self-made millionaires are obsessive learners. They treat knowledge the way athletes treat training. They read, they experiment, they ask questions. Warren Buffett famously spends about 5 to 6 hours a day reading, and he attributes most of his success to learning. When you think about it, your mind is the engine that generates every dollar you'll ever make. If you invest in that engine, everything else gets easier. The fifth habit is about making your money work for you instead of the other way around. Self-made millionaires invest consistently, even when the results aren't immediate. The stock market, measured by the S&P 500, has historically returned around 10% per year on average. That means money invested today grows quietly like compound interest, sprinkling magic dust over time. Think of investing like pushing a giant flywheel. At first it barely moves. It feels pointless. But keep pushing, and eventually the weight of your past efforts takes over, and the wheel starts spinning on its own. That moment is when wealth stops feeling slow and suddenly feels inevitable. Now let's shift to something people rarely associate with personal finance but should. The sixth habit is building multiple income streams. According to a study published in the journal Small Business Economics, self-made millionaires are far more likely to have 3 or more sources of income. It could be a business, investments, consulting, rental properties, or even digital products. The point isn't to overwhelm yourself. The point is to reduce the pressure on any single source. It's like having several pillars holding up a roof. If one cracks, the roof still stands. That stability is one of the most underrated forms of wealth. And finally, the seventh habit ties all the others together. Self-made millionaires think long-term. They zoom out. They don't chase quick wins or shortcuts that promise the world and deliver nothing. They make decisions based on who they want to be 5, 10, even 20 years from now. This long-term mindset is powerful because it automatically filters out bad choices. It's the difference between eating whatever satisfies you right now versus choosing what fuels you for the future. When you think long-term, you naturally save more, invest more, learn more, and waste less energy on shortcuts that only set you back. When these 7 habits work together, they create something like a quiet tailwind in your life. Nothing dramatic at first, but over months and years you start to feel momentum. You spend less time stressed about bills. You feel more in control. Opportunities start appearing simply because you're ready for them. And that's the exact pattern that shows up again and again in people who build wealth from scratch. So let's talk about what you can do today. Start by noticing your money for 1 week. Don't judge, just observe. Then automate even a small amount of savings so it happens without effort. Look at your expenses and ask which ones actually make your life better and which ones are just habits. Spend 10 minutes a day learning something that expands your skills or your mindset. And pick one simple way to begin investing or building a small secondary income stream, even if it feels tiny. Wealth is built from tiny steps repeated with consistency, not giant leaps made out of desperation. If this breakdown helped you understand how self-made millionaires really operate, hit the like button so more people can discover these habits too. And if you want more videos that make money and success feel a lot less mysterious, make sure you subscribe.